Welcome everyone. This is Bōde's Vancouver real estate market update for November 2021. This video is going to quickly show you what's happening in Vancouver at a macro level, and then I'm going to show you where you can find all the data for your specific home type and community so you can get a really good feel for what's happening with your home value. So let's dive in here. First thing I'm going to talk about is all of this data is from the greater Vancouver area and looking at all residential listings. So no commercial real estate in there, no agriculture, etc. So new listings each month for the last 4 years. How many new homes came to market each month? So you can see this typically follows the same pattern each year when it's not COVID. And the bright blue line shows you what's happening in 2021. So you can see here in the spring, lots of new listings were coming to the market versus typical for that time of year. That's now dropped all the way back down in the last 4 months to pretty much normal levels, or actually just below normal levels. So in October, new listings were down 16% versus the average of the previous 3 Octobers. So fewer homes coming to the market right now, while at the same time, sales continue to be quite strong for the time of year. So earlier in the year, they were incredibly high, as much as 2.5 times higher than they would typically be. That's come back down a little bit more towards normal, but you can see even now at the end of October, sales are up 23% versus the average of the previous 3 October. So sales are still high for this time of year. And so if there's lots of homes selling, and not as many homes coming to the market, what that means is that the total number of homes for sale is going to be going down. When there's fewer homes for sale, that benefits sellers because there's less competition. And it's a bit of a bad thing for buyers because there's fewer homes to choose from and you've got less options, less leverage for negotiating. So that's what's happening in terms of supply and demand. And if we take a look at overall prices in Vancouver, prices continue to increase here. This is showing the benchmark price as well as the price index for the past 15 years. You can see prices in Vancouver have been going up very consistently. In the last couple of years, it's been a little slower or perhaps a little bit more stable. But in 2021, prices have started going up again quite quickly. I've had a few months here in recent times where they've kind of leveled off, but again, in the most recent month, they're starting to tick upwards again. So setting new highs again in October. Obviously, all of this looks a little bit different depending on your property type and your community. So whether you've got a detached home or whether it's an apartment downtown, it looks a little different. So important to check out those differences. And you can see this chart for all of those different property types on our full market report on Bōde.ca, and take a look at the blog. And you can also get free access to all the data you need on our site as well over at Bōde.ca. So you can take a look at our market data page where you can see exactly what's listed for sale right now and what's sold by community. You can take a look at the trends in supply and demand and the trends in prices, just as we've been doing, but on a community level. You can also check out our sold data page where you can see the sold price for every home that's sold in Vancouver in the last 2 years. And you can also check out our comparables page where you can enter 8 features of your home and see the most similar live listings, so that's your current competition, as well as the most similar sold listings, so that you get a really good feel for what your home's worth right now in this market. So check all of that out for free at Bōde.ca and join us here again next month. Thanks a lot.